Hey everyone, so I recently made a video about the Prometheus node exporter and how you can monitor your Linux and Unix hosts with it. The node exporter already exposes a lot of standard host metrics out of the box, but often you need to be able to expose some custom metrics about the host as well. Things like RAID controller stats, information about installed packages, or really any other custom metrics that you need. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use the node exporter's text file collector module to expose custom metrics. Let's go. For this video, I'm going to assume that you already have the node exporter installed. Otherwise, check out this previous video of mine. Alright, so the node exporter has a text file collector module that allows you to include custom metrics from a set of text files that you can generate in any way you want. Those text files need to contain metrics in the same text-based format as Prometheus uses during scrapes. And they also need to end with a .prom suffix. The node exporter then includes all the metrics from your files when Prometheus scrapes it, along with all of its other metrics. To generate a metrics text file, you can use any program or script. For example, you could let a cron job update the file contents on a regular basis, or you could run another service process to generate the file. The only thing you really need to ensure is that you generate the file atomically. Otherwise, a scrape happening at the same time could be reading partial metrics as they're being written to the file. And the best way to generate the file atomically is to first write the new contents to a temporary file and only then move it to its final destination. Okay, let's try it out. First, I'm going to create a directory for my custom metric files. In my case, I'm just going to create it in my node exporter download directory. And then I'm going to start the node exporter with the --collector.textfile.directory flag pointing at the directory I just created. Now on every scrape, the node exporter will read the .prom files in this directory and include their metrics in its output. For our custom metrics, let's simulate a batch job that writes out a metric about its own last run timestamp. We can use the date binary to get the current Unix timestamp in seconds, and the special $$ shell variable to generate a temporary file name suffix containing the shell's process ID. That's just to avoid any potential file naming conflicts. Next, I'm going to move that temporary file atomically to its final destination. And if we now head to the /metrics endpoint of the node exporter, we can see that our custom metric is being included in the output. If you want, you can now also rerun the batch job multiple times, and the /metrics endpoint should always show the latest metrics from the last batch job run. And if you're monitoring the node exporter with Prometheus, you can now also query your custom metric from there. By the way, you don't need to generate the metrics format manually like I did. So some of the Prometheus instrumentation libraries also allow you to write out metrics in this text format to a file. For example, the Go client library has a write-to-text file function that takes a file name and a metrics registry and then generates the text file for you in the right format. And by the way, there's an entire repository of example scripts for generating text files for the text file collector in the Prometheus community organization. So check that out for inspiration, or maybe there's already exactly the script in there that you need. Alright, so that's how you monitor custom host metrics using the node exporter. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and please like and subscribe to get more of these videos in the future. Also, check out my self-paced Prometheus training courses at training.promlabs.com, where you can learn Prometheus in a structured way from the ground up. See you in the next video, and until then, happy monitoring.